Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I hope you're having a good day. It is the 1st September Technique Tuesday. Oh my God, it's September. Hi, I hope you're having a good September so far. I know I am. I've been working hard so far this morning. I'm going to be working hard this evening. It's a good day. Anyway, my name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving. And we help people with mobility issues to get some exercise. So if you have a disability of some kind, if you have a medical condition, anything that stops you from being as mobile as you normally would be, we can help you get more active, get some strength, get some fitness back in your life, and to move better. So we're here every weekday morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. Come join us, tell your friends, it's a good laugh. Write anything in the comments below, say hello, make yourself known, and away we go. So it is Technique Tuesday. That means after the workout, which will last about 20 minutes or so, at the end I'll spend 5 minutes and we'll go in depth into a particular exercise. That particular exercise is the one we will continue doing for the rest of the week. So this time we'll be using my little resistance bands with the handles like this. If you've got one of these, go grab one at the end, or go grab one for the end, and we'll go over a nice simple exercise using this. So yeah, that's Technique Tuesday. Otherwise, these exercises are suitable for pretty much everybody. Whether you're seated, whether you're standing, you can join in, you can give it your best shot. These exercises are not a cure for anything at all, but they will make life better and easier for us. So I'm not gonna lie to anyone. We're not going to cure things with this, but we are going to make life easier. We make life more manageable. We can just do and enjoy life much better. That's the plan. Anyway, enough witching, let's get going. Excuse me. So our first exercise, as always, whether you are seated, whether you are standing, it's the marching on the spot. So if you're seated, you're going to sit nice and tall, no slouching, and raise your knees up and march on the spot just like so. If you're standing, you'll do the same thing, but you'll obviously be standing. You'll be marching on the spot like so. I am going to do about 20 repetitions. You're going to do as many as you can in that same time. The key thing is you do what you can do, okay? Are you ready? I know I am. I hope you are too. So let's get going. Marching on the spot in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So as I said, 20 times. I'm going to do 20-ish times. You don't have to do the same. You could do more, you could do less, but as long as you're moving the best that you can, then that's all that matters. Because movement is going to help us improve. And like I said at the start, we're not going to cure things. We're not going to become like we were when we were 20 years old or anything, but we are going to be the best that we can be by just moving. And we're going to manage life a bit better. So I think that's 24 and 25. Well done. So, shoulder rolls next. We've moved the lower half for a sec. Now, upper half. Rolling the shoulders back in 3, 2, 1. Off we go again. Shoulders up, back and down. Nice big moves. And of course, the bigger the move, the better. So that means if you can, start raising your elbows up a little bit higher. So shoulders are moving, but elbows are coming up. And so we progressively, gradually get those elbows a little bit higher, moving as big as we can, until eventually we can really reach our arms high above our heads, reaching back and down, like so. So if you can, we want to try and get the arms brushing against our ears and then all the way back and down. Moving a nice big reaching movement, really. Good for posture, good for strengthening the upper back, good for so many things. Reaching up, reaching back, reaching down. The bigger the move, the better. I think this one is number 19. And one more for fun, number 20. Well done. Okay. Knees again, or lower half. If you're seated, sit tall. Don't forget, gotta sit tall. Kicking your feet out like so. Just bending and straightening your knees. If you're standing, kicking your heels back to your bum. Again, bending and straightening your knees. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go again. So nice big movements out of the knees. Starting, as always, starting with a nice, easy, small move. So if you can, all you need to do is just a little bend like so. And if we do that enough, the knee joint will get stronger. The muscles surrounding the knee joints will get stronger. They'll bend better. And so we can make it a slightly bigger move. Slightly bigger bend, like so. And over time, we do this every day, every weekday, 11 o'clock, you know we're here, until it becomes a bigger and bigger and bigger move. We just build on what we can do. And that's 20. Excellent. So, the last time we're going to do this exercise, this particular one for this week, the seated band twist. So we've got the resistance band. It is anchored around about chest height onto something solid over there. It is behind me, around about 4-5 o'clock behind me. The anchor, I'm going to anchor the band in the middle of my chest like so. The band is going to wrap around my arm there, and I'm going to twist 10 times in one direction and then 10 times in the other direction. So don't forget, sitting close to the anchor is easier. Sitting further away is harder. In the middle of the chest there, big twist in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Loop it round the body and then recover. As I twist, I wrap the band around my arm and my body. It stretches the band, which makes it harder. And I am using a lot of my stomach muscles to do this move. Twisting around under control. Good controlled return. Don't let the elastic band twang me back. Okay? We twist round, hold it for a sec, controlled return. And this is number 8 apparently, according to my fingers. So this is number 9, nice big controlled twist. And last one on this side, number 10, and return. And same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to adjust my seat slightly. Now the anchor point is sort of 7 or 8 o'clock behind me. You've got my back, I'm afraid. Probably what you're after anyway. Anchor point in the middle of my chest there, holding it tight there, looping around the side of my arm. I'm going to twist in the other direction, last 10 times. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Big twist, controlled hold, and recover. Wrap it around the body and control return. So as the resistance band is elastic, is stretched, it gets harder to move. My stomach muscles, my body, my core has to do all the work here. Twisting round, hold it under control and return. So we're on number 6, over halfway there. Don't forget, sitting nice and tall. Don't slouch, don't bend over, don't lean over. You're just swiveling on the spot like you're sat on a record player or something. And the last one now, big twist and then controlled return. Well done. And that was our twist. So what we've got next, the double tap. No equipment needed for this again. If you're seated, sit tall, one knee comes up twice, and the same other side twice. If you're standing, keeping your balance, one knee comes up twice, and then the other side twice. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. A nice good double tap, and nice good double tap. Don't forget, we start off, if you need, a small move down there, but then we progress as we can, and as we get better, we make it a bit higher, a bit bigger, harder move. As always, don't forget there is a difference between what we were after, the knee coming up twice, that's good. We don't want the hand coming down twice, that's not what we're after. Knee raise. That's it. We're balancing on one leg. And of course, if you're interested in balance, you know what to do. It is tomorrow, it is Wobble Wednesday. So we will go over more balancing stuff tomorrow. We will work particularly on balance tomorrow. So come back, join in, bring your friends over. Anyone who wants to improve their balance, drag them over, get them to join in with us tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock on Wobble Wednesday. That though, I think is 20. Well done. So side bends, moving your back, mobilizing your back. Seated or standing, it's the same thing either way. It's entirely up to you. One arm reaches down sideways, and if you can, that other arm comes over the top. Let's say 20 of these in 3, 2, 1. Over we go. Nice big moves. And again, you don't have to do 20. I'm going to do about 20, approximately 20, depending how good my counting is. You're just going to do whatever you can do in that same time period, okay? As long as you are moving, as long as you're doing the best that you can, I'm not that fussed about how many you do. As long as it is whatever you can do. We've got to be successful at this kind of thing. Challenge ourselves, work hard, yes. Don't take it easy, don't wimp out, that's no good. But we work hard, we challenge ourselves, and we are successful at it. We've got to succeed, because then we'll do more. So nice big side bend, getting the spine moving nicely. I think this one is number 19, so this one will be the last one. 20, outstanding. Okay, squats, squats and sit stands. So, if you are seated, you're going to stand up, sit down as many times as you can. As always, don't forget, you have your feet tucked underneath you, you have your body weight forwards, you have the weight over onto your feet, and then you launch yourself up, stand fully erect all the way, and under control, a nice controlled sit down. And then you repeat again and again and again in as many times as you can. Squats though, imaginary chair, just squatting down, standing up. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Squatting down, standing up. And as always, I've been asked this lots of times, I say this lots of times, if you can't do the whole thing, don't just say I can't do it and not do any. Make it a bit easier and do a slightly easier version. In this case, an easier version will be a small sit stand, like so. That's nice and easy. Do that. Because when we do something, we gain experience and we get better at it. So make sure you do something, even if it is an easier version. I am more than happy, I'm much happier with someone doing an easier version than someone doing a hard version and not succeeding and failing. Because that's not going to teach us anything. We're not going to improve by failing to do things. We improve through success. So do an easier version and build on it. Don't be that person who just goes, oh, I can't do it, and does nothing. That's our 20, well done. What's next? Ankles and tight ropes. If you are seated, bending and straightening your ankle nicely, so the heel is going to touch the floor, and then your toes, and then the heel and the toes, and of course you do one side and then the other side. Ankle mobility, lots and lots of movement at the ankle there. If you are standing though, tightrope walking. So best done, I find, along the side of a table or the back of a sofa, something that you can hold on to if you need to. Try not to hold on to it, but if you need to, it's there. Feet apart is easier, feet narrow is harder. Walking on a magic tightrope on the floor, away we go, forwards we go, heel toe, heel toe. As always, let your arms help you with your balance. Experiment away, maybe your arms are better out there or down there. You experiment. Now going backwards, the same thing, except obviously it's going to be toes, heels now. Toes first, then heels. Toes, then heels. Walking away nicely on a tightrope. Keeping your balance, wobbling as much as you want, but keeping your balance. And the second time is always better than the first time, so we're going to do that same thing again, going forwards again, off you go. Heel toe, heel toe. Walking away nicely. Keeping your balance, not falling over. And then backwards, one last time. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Walking away, controlling what your body's doing, staying on your feet above all else. There we go. I love a bit of balancing. Okay, last couple, getting out of breath time. Fast feet. If you are seated, get your feet running up and down nice and quick. So sitting there, but your feet or your legs, both, whatever, running up and down like so, nice and quick. If you're standing, running on a spot, again upright and running on the spot. We're going to do 2 rounds of 10 seconds each. I'm all prepared, I'm ready. So 10 seconds of running on the spot or fast feet, the best that you can do. In 3, 2, 1, and off you go. Nice and quick feet. Small moves, but fast moves. Boom, there we go. Give everything a bit of a waggle. So that's good, that's our first round. We're going to do our second round now. Second time is always better than the first time. So nice quick feet, are you ready to go? In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Nice quick feet again. Keep them going. And boom, simple as that. I love a simple but effective thing. And our last one, shadow boxing. The whole point is to get out of breath nicely. 3 rounds of 20 seconds each. Fists up, shadow boxing, punching away, hooking around, uppercuts, moving the body, twist, twist, twist. 3 rounds of 20 seconds, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, let your feet move back and forth if you can. If you're seated, don't worry about the feet, but just keep the arms moving. You can change direction though if you're up on your feet. Get your breathing going. Punching away. Time. So that's round 1 done. So again, if you're seated, okay, your feet aren't going to move, but you're still going to punch. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So if you're seated, you're still punch. Get your body twist. You can punch high, punch low, punch around or punch up. Any mix you like the look of, but you keep yourself going. Breathing heavily, blood pumping, and we've got 2 rounds down, 1 round left. So again, whether you're seated or whether you're standing, the last 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Punching away nicely. Keep it going nice and quick. Fast feet. Twist the body one way or the other way. That's it. Keep going. And time. Very well done. And you relax. You take it easy, because that is our exercise done. Simple, effective, does the job. Fingers crossed it's got your entire body moving, all the major joints moving. It's got your heart going, it's got your lungs going, it's got your blood pumping, and hopefully you are set up and ready for the rest of the day. So this last couple of minutes now, I'm going to witcher at you. Excuse me. So it is Technique Tuesday, which means we go over a particular technique. So this technique today, we're using the easier, lighter resistance band. You can use the heavier one, you can use the harder one if you like, it's entirely up to you, but that one's strapped up for the moment, so I'm going to use this one. Now we've done this one before, but we're going to go over this one now, I'm going to remind you of it, and we're going to be using this exercise over the next few days, okay? So practice this one for me, okay? The band hip abduction. Excuse me, I'm going to cough again. Excuse me. This is our band. These are our hips. And when they abduct, your legs do that. Simple as that. It's a fancy name for spreading your legs, basically. So we've got an easier version and a harder version. So this is a seated exercise. You will be doing this sat down. Got the resistance band. Sat down, feet just comfortable. And the easy version first of all, we're going to loop the band. We're going to start it at the front of our legs here, just below the knees. We're just going to loop it round to behind there. See how it's looped around once around my legs? And then we'll just sort of twist that just to keep it from flapping about the place. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that. Simple as that. That's the setup. So feet are going to be nice and wide. This band is going to be just below my knees. We're not going to have it above my knees there. That's not what we're after. It's going to be below my kneecaps. Sit tall, feet wide. We've done it before. We just stretch the band apart like so and relax. So both knees are going to push outwards together, stretching this band nice and tight, and then we relax. Simple as that. We hold it there for a second or two and then control return. Don't hold your breath. So I'm going to show you what I don't want you to do. Don't do this. Don't do that. Just don't, all right? Make sure you keep breathing. So spread apart. I'm still breathing the whole time. Hold it for a second or so and return. And that's all we're going to do. Dead simple, dead easy. If that is a bit too easy, then we just make it a little bit harder. But we set it up in pretty much the same way. Again, we start, same place, at the front of my knees there. We're going to loop it all the way around, just like we did just then, but then continue all the way around again to the front. So I've looped around twice now. See how there's two pieces of band there? There's two pieces of band here. So I've just looped around twice. Just makes it a bit tougher. Same thing otherwise. Feet nice and wide. Sit nice and tall. And we're going to stretch the band apart. And control return. Note I am keeping a hold of this here. It doesn't need a massive grip or anything. Just holding on there. Because if I don't, well, it's going to just fall apart otherwise. So make sure you keep a hold of it. Loop it round. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Stretch the band. Hold it for a second or so. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Control return. Don't let, from here, don't just relax and suddenly collapse in. You can end up banging your knees. It's going to hurt. Don't do that. So control out. Hold it for a second or so. Controlled return. Now if you're doing that right, what you should hopefully feel is the muscles back here in your bum and the outside of your thighs, this area. You should hopefully feel it along there. And that is really, really important and good. I'm sure I've said this many times before. Strong bums are good for us. A strong bum will help in the long run. This won't happen overnight. But if we have a strong bum, it will help things like knees, and it'll help things like your lower back. These strong muscles here look after the joints around it. So if you have a dodgy back or if you have dodgy knees, you cannot go far wrong by doing this exercise here. It might not fix your back and knees, but it's certainly not going to do any harm, and it'll almost certainly do some good somewhere. So this is the exercise we're going to be doing for the rest of the week, okay? So make sure you've got your band. And again, it's up to you. You can try it with a light band. You can use it with a heavier band we've used before. It's entirely up to you. So experiment, have a play, choose which one you want to be doing, but we are going to be doing this exercise, this hip abduction, for the rest of the week. We're going to sneak it in throughout the session, okay? And there we go, that's it. That's enough of me wittering. That is our Technique Tuesday done and dusted. I hope you had a good time. I hope you've got yourself nicely out of breath. Hope you've got something to practice for the rest of the day. Something we're going to do for the rest of the week. And don't forget, we're going to be here again tomorrow, Wobble Wednesday, 11 o'clock every day, every weekday. If you're unsure about anything, you've got the links up there. You've got a share button down there. You know what to do. Spread the word. Turn Get Moving into some kind of healthy cult. Not one of those weird cults, a healthy one. A nice friendly one, because we're all friendly people here. So yes, spread the word. Turn it into a cult. We should have... Oh, I'm going to stop that right now because I'm going to go somewhere weird now. Have a good day. I will see you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thank you very much and goodbye.